Hi, Steve Walker again from Promise Money. Today, interest rates, mortgage interest rates, what's happening? Now, we know that the Bank of England have held the base rate, but what's happening in the market, specifically with fixed rates? Well, we've seen fixed rates drop, and this is important because today, and it's October the 11th today, we've seen another lender drop their fixed rates by 0.45%. That is a massive drop. If you think about back to July, I would say rates were probably 1% higher. So we're seeing lenders continue to fight to dominate the space, to buy your business by dropping rates. There was one lender, only yesterday I saw, was offering rates of 3.6% to existing customers. So that's on product transfers. You've come to the end of your term on your existing deal and they're offering 3.6. Now, what does that mean for you as borrowers or potential house buyers? And particularly potential house buyers, I think it's really important. Yes, rates have dropped. The fixed rates, especially 5-year rates, are getting more competitive. 2 years are getting more competitive as well. But what that does mean is that your repayments would be lower on a mortgage if you took one now rather than July. And that's great. You just think, well, that's going to save me less. But that also means that because your repayments are lower, the lender's affordability calculations mean that you can borrow more. So a property that you possibly couldn't afford a month ago, you might be able to afford now. So where does that leave you in your thought process? Well, rates might continue to go down. So you could think, well, I'll sit tight because rates might drop further, and they might, but they might not. But there's another factor here. What's going to happen to property prices? All the noise in the press at the moment is that property prices have fallen, and they have. But the UK public have got a very short memory. And I think, based on previous experience, that once rates start dropping, confidence will come back and people will start piling back into the market. And that means that now is probably the time to be looking at properties, securing deals, because if everybody jumps on the bandwagon and rates drop and people start piling back into the market, we could see properties going back up round about now. So if you're thinking of buying a property, I think now's a good time to start negotiating, doing a deal, and potentially taking advantage of the lower rates that are now. Now, if during the next 1, 2, 3 months rates continue to drop, well, you're still going to be going through that negotiation process, and all that means for you is you go back to the lender that you're already in with and say, oi, you've dropped your rates. I'd now like that lower one rather than the one that you offered me a month ago because I haven't completed yet. So you've still got that option. So I think there's a good opportunity now in the next month or so for people to start looking for properties, secure themselves a far better rate than they could be previously, maybe borrow more than they could previously, which means you could get a different house to the one you could get previously. There are opportunities. If you do decide to wait, I can't say that's a bad idea, but you might, if you leave it too long, miss the boat if property prices start to level out and then start to go up again, because history tells us once the confidence comes back into the market, the investors and all the people who are sitting on their hands right now say, right, okay, now's the time to go, and you then might start to see properties going up in value, and then you might start to see that you can't get the property you want, or people are starting to outbid you. Just my thoughts, doesn't mean I'm right, but I hope that's useful to you. The key thing is rates continue to drop, and they've just dropped big style today. So good luck, happy hunting out there.